Hello. So just give me a second. I am going to share this, make sure it's up and running on here. Let's see. Okay. Okay, just give me a couple seconds. All right, so I'm really excited. This is my very first crafty tutorial on how to etch. So bear with me. It's kind of a, it's not super messy, but it is definitely a messier one. So I'm really excited. Okay, so, and Millie is here. She's our fourth daughter. She's 3, and she's probably gonna come over here and join in on the tutorials. So it'll be great. All right, so first and foremost, you need a glass. So I'm just going to kind of go through all the things that you need. So you need a glass. Any kind of glass is fine. I picked this up at Walmart. I like these kind of wine glasses because they don't fall over as easily. You also need some etching cream. I got this from, I think, Hobby Lobby or Joann's, one of the two. You'll need some painter's tape, an X-Acto knife, some rubbing alcohol, and a lint-free rag. You don't want to use, Melanie, please stop doing that. You do not want to use cotton or Q-tip or anything like that because it's going to leave lint behind, and it's going to leave like all these little fibers, and you don't want that on your glass. And you'll need some gloves and a decal of your choosing. I just kind of whipped this up real quick. So you can use whatever you want. You could even get some stickers from the store and use those if you don't have a cutting machine. You'll need a popsicle stick and then one of these vinyl squeegees to apply your little stencil here. So what you want to do first is kind of decide where you want it. I'm not super picky. I'm not a perfectionist. So if you see me looking over here, I'm just looking at like comments and different things like that. So you just want to rub down your glass with your rubbing alcohol. So this will get all of the oil, all of the fingerprints, everything off of here so that you have a nice clean surface to work on. And then you want it to dry before you apply your stencil. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and go all the way around on it. These make really great wedding gifts. My favorite wedding gift that we got when my husband and I got married a long time ago, where somebody made us some personalized etched glasses, and I didn't know at the time that you could etch your own glass, and I just thought, oh my gosh, this is the coolest gift ever that, you know, somebody actually took the time to personalize something like that for us. So I always thought that was really, really neat, and it was always my favorite wedding gift that we got. Okay, so we're gonna put that stuff aside. So now you want to apply your stencil. Like I said, I'm not gonna line mine up too crazy exact on here just because I am not a perfectionist in that way. Let's see here. But I do want to get it semi on here straight. And so my stencil says wife, mom, boss, because I am a wife, a mom, and a boss. And your scissors come in handy to kind of cut because wine glasses are round, curved, and it's really hard to get things on here in a straight way. So I make little slits in mine so that I can wrap it around. I'm going to go ahead and take this off of here. Actually surprised Millie is being this good. She's 3, so 3-year-olds are awesome sometimes. Alright. And then I'll fix mine up in a minute. Okay, so whenever you have a decal that is going to be, oh, hey Kay, that gave you a good laugh. So whenever you have like a big decal that is going on like this, big of an area, you're going to have all of these. I don't know if you can see them from my ring light here, but you're going to have all of these like puckering parts. So this is where having an X-Acto knife comes in really handy. So I'm just going to go in with this and cut little slit marks so that I can lay this smoother down so that I don't have a bunch of bubbles and stuff in here. So I'm just going to start at the top and work my way down. Some of them you can even just kind of push out with your finger, but some of them are too big. Well, I kind of messed this heart up. That's okay though. What?
Where's the other, Mommy?
Where's the other what?
The other key.
The other key?
Well,
I don't know. I do not know. Alright, this is just kind of tedious, so
Mommy, where's another key?
sorry. Just trying to get it all laid down flat. So you don't want any bubbles in this, because if there's bubbles, then that means there's air, and that means that there's space that the etching cream can get down in, and you won't have a nice clear line. I'm just going to cut some of that away. So I've made lots of these glasses. I do them for teachers' gifts, and I'll put their names on them and stuff, and they're really fun. Should have done a more simple design for this tutorial. That's okay. This just takes a little bit of time. Now, if this wasn't a curved surface and you were just like etching a piece of glass that was like a panel of glass, then it definitely would not take this long. It would just put it on there and you'd be good to go with the etching cream. All right. Still is not. And then you can just go in there with your vinyl squeegee and smooth out any spots. Okay, and now you want to tape off the outside just in case. My stencil's fairly large, so I probably won't get any on anything, but just in case, you know, you want to be careful. Alright, and now you are ready. After it's all on there, you have it outlined with your tape. Now you're ready to actually put the etching cream on. So I'm going to apply it, and then once it's applied, I'll kind of tell you a little bit more about it, because it does take about 5 minutes for it to process. So you always want to wear gloves whenever you're using the etching cream, just as a safety precaution. Okay, and I'll show you, after I get all this on here, I'll show you what it looks like and all that good stuff, because it does take some time. Okay, and it dries up in the lid. I don't want that on my floor. Okay. What time is it? 2:53. Okay, and this is something that you want to time once you put it on there. So it takes anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes. Usually I just do the 5 minutes, mainly because I'm impatient and I want it done. On here, and then I'll show you guys kind of what it looks like and some tips on how to use this stuff. So this stuff is fairly expensive. At a little bottle like this, I think is about $15, but it will last you for a very, very, very long time. I've had this jar for several years now. Actually, I think I've had it for like 3 years. So
Mommy, I have a wonderful birthday.
You have a wonderful birthday?
No.
You want to watch the birthday again? Okay, hang on. Give Mommy 1 minute, and then I will turn it on for you, okay? Does that sound good, Millie? Yep. So she is talking so much, and she, when we're out and about, she introduces me to everybody at the store. Says her best friend, Mommy. And I just think it's so sweet. You can hear her say that if you follow us on Instagram. She's saying that on there. Hi, I'm Millie, and this is my best friend, Mommy. It's so cute. Okay, so we'll take this off at about right around 3 o'clock. So it's really, really thick in here. It is highly irritating. If you let it get on your skin, it will burn you. So that's why you want to wear the gloves, and that's why you want to use a popsicle stick, because you don't want to take too much out at a time because it's very expensive, and you don't want to stick your hand in there or anything else. So the popsicle stick is really long, and it goes down in there, and it gets the job done. And they're really cheap to use, so you can just throw it away afterwards. So there's little crystals in here that you do not want to get, and I just got on my skin. You don't want those on the actual glass, because if you let the crystals, let's see if I can show you. Here's a big one. If the ring light will let me show you guys anyway. So those you do not want to touch your glass. They will leave little marks on there, and you don't have to throw them away. You can actually put them back in your jar here. But they'll leave like little marks on your glass, and you'll be able to tell that there was a crystal there. So you just want to kind of smooth it out a little bit, and so that there's no little crystals on there. So we got a couple more minutes yet. And it's already working. Yeah, so there's more of those on there. Like I said, you can use stickers. If you just buy some like little stickers at the craft store, you can put those on there and do your thing that way. Just gonna give it a couple more minutes, and then usually what you would want to do is you'd want to do this in front of a sink so that you can wash this off. But I don't have a sink down here yet. My husband hasn't installed it yet, so I'm going to just be using some wet wipes, and I'm just going to wipe it off, and then I'll take it upstairs after this live and give it a good wash. So yeah. We did our Easter shopping today. That was really fun, and I have the whole thing on Instagram. If you guys watch that, you can see me and Millie pushing the cart around. We're so exciting. All right, it's almost ready. Oh, and I found some really pretty napkins at the Dollar Tree today, and next week I'm going to do a tutorial on how to Mod Podge those onto things, so that I'm really excited to do some decoupaging with them because they're really, really pretty. Hang on, let me dismiss this.
That is fun.
Oh, that's fun. Oh yeah, hang on, I'm going to push your show back on for you. Okay. So you want to be sure that you leave your tape on whenever you are washing this off. So again, you would want to do this step over a sink, but I'm not going to do this step over a sink because I don't have one down here. So I'm just going to take a wet wipe, and I'm just going to wipe it off. And if you wanted to, you could even save that. You can wipe it off and put it back into your jar. I don't do that. A lot of other people do. To me, you get so much, so, and I don't use it that often, so I just throw it away. All right, and you want to leave your gloves on for this step because you definitely don't want to burn yourself. And then this is again where your X-Acto knife comes in handy. So you can already see Well, my light has a huge glare, but this is where I took it off. And if you accidentally get it on the jar or whatever you're etching, it's okay. Just wipe it off real quick and you'll be fine. And this comes off so much easier underwater. It'll just slide right off. Ouch, what'd you do, girl?
Pinch me.
You pinched yourself.
Mommy,
What?
I hurt.
You hurt. What'd you get hurt?
There that.
Oh, really? And I did have a couple of spots that bled, but it's okay. It's just for me, so it doesn't really matter. Dang it. All right. And then once this dries, it actually shows up so much better. So you guys can see it. Can't get that in there though. So never mind. I'm not gonna do that. Maybe if I just use my hand, you guys can see it on there. So yeah, it's really, really simple. So there's my part that bled. It's okay. I'm not worried about it. If I was actually making this for someone, I would have taken a lot more time and not done it during a live. But so that's it. That's how you etch glass. It's super easy. And a little tiny bottle of this will last you a very, very, very long time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. If you make it at home, then I would love to see pictures. So send them my way or attach them to this post. And I hope you guys have a great Easter.